Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. We're going to be looking, as usual, at the messages that you need to know at this present moment in time. We're going to be diving deep in our reading with our oracle cards and also our tarot cards. It is always important to allow your intuition to be here as I'm doing your readings, because your intuition will elaborate on the messages that are here, so that this reading becomes personal and it becomes powerful. Please use your own wisdom and your own discernment and take what is resonating with you, leaving behind anything that is not resonating with you. We have our oracle cards on the table, and we're also going to be getting our tarot cards. So as I'm getting our tarot cards, I want to remind you that we have our candle magic ceremony for the super full moon that is going to be happening on the 1st of August. And you are invited to come and take place, because we are going to be using these energies to manifest our desires, as well as offer the gratitude and appreciation for everything that we already have. So the candle magic ceremony is linked in the description box below. It is a powerful ceremony, especially because we are working with the energies of the supermoon. So I'm going to get our oracle cards and our tarot cards to be available here. Everything that you need to know is going to be linked in the description box below. Go to the description box below and reserve your space on that ceremony. And then please remember to write your petition about what it is that I'm praying for. And for those of you who have already wrote your petitions, I've received them and I've already started working with them. I select the herbs, the candle, the oils that go and correspond with whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest in your life. I just noticed something outside and it reminded me of something that I want to talk to you about. So candle magic ceremony, everything you need to know is in the description box below. What came to my mind just when I paused, there was a message that was downloaded into my mind. Okay, and this message is all about you truly starting to understand that it is important for you to observe your thoughts. It is really important for you to observe what is going on in your subconscious mind, because the divine wants you to understand on a deep level that the experiences that you have, especially the annoying ones, you are part of the co-creative energy that is giving those experiences life. Let me explain. I was in touch and in conversation with someone today, and we were talking about how algorithms work, okay? And so when it is an algorithm, you are feeding that algorithm the information that it needs for it to then present the experiences that it thinks you might like. So for instance, when I'm on Instagram, I'm scrolling, I'm doing my thing, it's all good. And if my husband, for instance, happens to go on Instagram and he's more interested in fitness, he's more interested in other things that I'm not interested in, what happens next? When I pick up my phone and I go on Instagram, suddenly I start seeing all this bodybuilding stuff, protein shake adverts, and all this stuff that I am not interested in, but he is. So why am I telling you this? The message that I had for you was to give you a reminder that the experiences that you're complaining about, the things that are coming in your life over and over again, the divine is asking you to look at yourself and to see how you are encouraging the algorithm of life to present you those experiences. Because the moment you change your interests, the moment you change your interest by moving your attention away from those things, the very moment you start seeing that the things that life is serving to you will start to change. Okay, so it is really imperative and important for you to stop, to think, and to really start looking at maybe your YouTube. What is YouTube suggesting to you? Instagram, what is Instagram suggesting to you? What has the algorithms learned about you? And now put it on a broader perspective when it comes to your life. When you're experiencing challenges after challenges, but they look all the same, what is life trying to tell you? Life is trying to tell you to please shift your attention to something else. Preferably something that you are wanting to bring into your life, that you are wanting to manifest. And this is why the law of attraction is really, really popular, because it encourages us to put feeling and to be intentional about where our energy is, about where our attention is, because where your attention is going to be where you are creating what you're experiencing tomorrow, next year, a year from now. So let me know in the description box below how that download was relevant to you, because it is really a powerful message that is here where the divine is starting to want you to shift. And this is going to help you to shift by shifting your attention. Every time you are mean to yourself for making mistakes, every time you are mean to yourself about whatever it is that you don't like about yourself, guess what happens? It amplifies those experiences and it gives life to similar experiences to come to your life. The divine really wants to be crystal clear on this message so that something in your subconscious mind changes. There's a shift on a cellular level. There's a shift on the programs that are running behind everything that is being created for you. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to be looking at our cards to see what the messages are here. So the first card that we had our card that was telling you to remember that the choices that you're making today will determine the future that you are going to be experiencing tomorrow. What have I just been speaking about? I was telling you to start changing what you're feeding your life's algorithm, and this is going to be determining the experiences that you are living tomorrow. If you're feeling that you don't have enough money, if you've got the scarcity mindset, if you're just in some type of funk, the divine is saying find a way of shifting that energy, and you're going to see that things will start shifting for you in a positive way. What is going to help you shift is going to be prayer and meditation. It's as simple as that. The divine is saying that sometimes when we are in a funk, when we are experiencing challenge after challenge, and we don't have the willpower to train our subconscious mind, we don't have the willpower to stop ourselves repeating the same type of dialogue in our mind over and over again, then it is time for us to choose to pray. It is time for us to choose to ask for assistance from our guides, from our ancestors, because this will truly help you shift the things that are frustrating you in your life right now. If you are looking for a relationship and all you're experiencing over and over again is the same frustrating type of people, then the divine is saying, how can you start shifting your belief to thinking that there are good people out there who are going to be coming into your life and who are going to be enjoying life with you, bringing an energy and an element of faithfulness, where you are working and walking together in your life with mutual understanding and upliftment. Can you see how the vibration is very different to men are just cheaters, women can't be trusted, and then you get into a relationship and that belief gets reinforced in your mind by you attracting the person who reinforces the same belief over and over again. It is really time for you to break the cycle. I want you to comment 777 in the comment section below if you're understanding the reasons why the divine gave you this message, because the divine truly wants you to understand that right now, as you're watching this reading, you are being divinely guided not to be afraid of the future, but rather to embrace what the future is bringing, because now you have the secret source to understand that every experience that you have is connected to the algorithm of your life. And now you're understanding how to change that algorithm and to retrain it so it brings the experiences that you have been praying for a long time. Our next card that is here, the divine is saying that for some of you, this truly is a sign that you've been praying for. You have been feeling frustrated. You have been feeling like nothing is shifting and changing for you, and you didn't understand why. Well, boom, here is the sign that you prayed for, that everything is going to start shifting and moving in the right direction, because now you finally understand how. It is very easy to always talk about manifesting and feelings and everything. But if you don't understand how that really affects anything, then nothing really motivates you to be mindful about your thoughts and what is running in the background. But now that you're knowing that you are feeding the algorithm of life, you are more likely to be intentional about your thoughts. You're more likely to be intentional about what you are thinking about yourself to yourself, because you're knowing that every thought, every moment is creating the experience that you're going to be living in the next moment. I know that this is deep for some people, but I've really tried to make it as simple for you to understand, because I told you, Capricorn, that with you, we are going to be diving deeper, because the divine has heard your prayers. The divine sees your frustration, and the divine is trying to make it as clear and plain as possible to show you where you can make some changes and tweak a few things, and maybe major things, so that you can start truly starting to see the changes that you are praying for. Okay, you have the energies that I absolutely love, because by now something has shifted in you, and now that something has shifted in you, the algorithm of our tarot cards is already starting to shift for you. It is as simple as that. So our first card, the Nine of Pentacles, is elaborating on the message that you have already received from our oracle card. The Nine of Pentacles is all about you going to work, okay? It is about you being diligent. It's about you being steadfast, knowing what it is that you want to create, and understanding that you have to put effort, you have to show up. So you make a choice to show up, you make a choice to put effort, and because you did that, you start reaping the rewards and the benefits for you showing up and having faith that things are going to be changing and shifting for you. So the Nine of Pentacles, you now have the money. Life feels good. You've worked for this. You've worked on your mind, you've worked on yourself, and now you have all the things that you prayed about. That house in the country, that mansion, whatever floats your boat is now starting to come into reality. And so I really love these energies that came together for you. This card telling you to remember that the choices that you make today will determine your future. And this card coming to emphasize that message, because now you've been very determined and very precise about your thoughts and your action, and now we're seeing you fast forward a month, a week, a year from now, having it all. Okay, the energies of prayer and meditate, you are now receiving one of my favorite cards, the Ten of Cups. Your cups are flowing. Okay, the things of the past that used to trouble you before, they don't trouble you anymore. When they come up for any reason, you are quick to pray, to meditate, to connect with the divine, because the energies of the Ten of Cups is about your wishes coming true and more blossoming situations coming into your future and into your reality. The rainbow being here is that covenant, is that promise that whatever it is that you are feeding your algorithm, it is going to be reflecting in your experiences. So you're being very mindful about what it is that you're feeding your algorithm. And then you're starting to see the reflection coming into your life. Now you have the love, now you have the family, you've got the children, you've got whatever it is that feels right to you, because everyone's wishes and prayers are different. So the divine is saying, praying and meditating is going to be helping you to stay focused, is going to be helping you to remember this reading, and is going to be helping you when you are facing challenges, about keeping your mind focused on the end goal, about keeping your mind focused on the things that you're praying about. So you have the Nine of Pentacles that is here. You're now progressing to the energies of the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles is here talking about your money, your wealth, your resources, your health. It's all good. Now the Ten of Cups, your wishes have come true. Your heart space, you have the love, you have the family, you have it all. So the money is good. The love life is also good as well. The energies of the Queen of Cups, you now have maturity, okay? You have emotional maturity that is needed. So when you're experiencing any challenges, you stop and you look at why these challenges are there, and you start understanding, and you go and change your thoughts because you know that they are creating your reality. And there's a sense of joy. There's a sense of love in knowing how to manipulate and to play with that algorithm of life. So I really love the energies that I hear because they're showing you that you have now that spiritual maturity to understand this message that is here for you. You're no longer afraid about what life is going to dish out for you. You are no longer afraid because even if life dishes out something that you don't like, you're fine with that because you know that you can always change it through your emotions. The energies of the cups operate on your emotions. So what is flowing towards you is equal to what you are feeling. Okay, so our next card you have the energies of the Three of Cups, and you have our energy that is here that is telling you that here's a sign that you prayed for. And now because you have that inner standing, this is causing you to celebrate because finally you are getting it. Your guides and your ancestors are breathing a sigh of release. They're breathing that sigh of relief even because finally you see the light. Finally you see the truth. And finally you are looking back at yourself and you're asking yourself, what have I been feeding my algorithm? Because you know that this is going to be the experience that you are going to be experiencing tomorrow. And with that knowing, it brings a sense of comfort. It brings a sense of acceptance that you have never felt before. So this is why the divine is very intentional and very clear about the message that is here so that even a child can understand what the messages are about. Because the divine is just laying it clearly and simply so that there is no confusion, so that you cannot keep on praying and hoping and wishing and not seeing any results because you are not changing what is going on in your mind. You are not changing what is going on in your heart. Therefore, your experience cannot change. Okay, so our last card that we have here, we have the energies of the High Priestess. I like that we have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups has got that eye. The High Priestess is like that vibe, that all-seeing eye. Because your eyes have been opened, you now embody that all-seeing eye because now you can see everything. You can even see into your future. And the High Priestess is giving you that vibe from the energies of the Three of Cups. It's almost like you have the secrets. You have the code that can change your experience. The veil between you and the experiences that you're creating for yourself is now very thin. There's a very like an empowered type of energy that is here because now intuitively you are understanding what the divine has been trying to tell you for a long time. But there was that sense of frustration because you were not getting it. And now the divine is just giving it to you as clear as day. And you're like, whoa, yes, finally I do get it. It is literally like our High Priestess. It's literally like, boom, suddenly you can start to read the code that is creating everything in the background. And because now you can read it, there's a sense of you relaxing and leaning into the future that you're creating for yourself. So again, if you're understanding this message so far, I want you to comment in the comment section below that I am the High Priestess, because indeed you are the High Priestess. You are now able to see the code and you are able to now feel what is going to happen next. You're now able to start understanding how you're creating all these different beautiful experiences that are here, because I don't think I have ever made it this simple for you to understand. So let's get another set of oracle cards and then we'll call this reading a day. I really want you to listen to this reading again and really understand it until the penny finally drops, until like you have that light, until like you have that inner knowing. Because there's a big difference between understanding something. You understanding something is me explaining something to you. as clear as possible. And you're like, okay, yes, I get it. But now there's a shift, because when you understand, something within you changes. You are now able to really fully grasp all the information and take action. When you understand something, you're being told, you're being taught it. But when you understand it, you embody that energy and you do something about it. Then what happens next? You move over to the next stage where you understand the subject. When you understand the subject, this is how you can then explain it to someone so clearly and simply, because you really, really get it. And how do you get something? You get something through walking on that journey, and life teaching you and life showing you, because there is really no other way of truly understanding something than actually walking the journey and then seeing the results. It's like what they usually say, that it's better to have, let's say you've got, I don't know, alcohol addiction, for instance, and you go to a therapist, for instance. This is just an example from what I've heard from many people. You go to a therapist who's never been an alcoholic, they don't really get it like that, and they're trying to help you, and you're getting it, you know, you're getting somewhere, you're making progress. But then you go maybe to like an AA meeting, for instance, or you have a therapist who has been an alcoholic before, and now they know the experiences, they know the triggers, they know the journey way more than someone who's never walked on that journey. They can tell when you're about to slip and slide back into your old way, because they can tell the triggers, they can tell the patterns better than someone who's never had that experience before. So this is the difference between you understanding something, you understand the subject, you study the subject, you're like, I'm good. And then you understand, you embody that information that you've had, and you start understanding it through experience, and then overstand it. You've had the experience, you've fallen down, you got up again, you went through all the wrong turns and everything in between, and then got to victory and success. And now when someone wants to go through the same journey, because you went through it, you're able to then assist them and help them in a much better way, because you understand the subject. Okay, that was another thing that the divine wanted to make clear to you, because you're going to be going through this journey. As you're going through this journey of understanding how to make the changes that you currently are praying for. So let's get another oracle card and see what is the message here. The message that is coming up in our oracle card, I'm sure it came up yesterday, is about learning. What were we just talking about? It's about learning. It's about you going on a new path. It's about you understanding, so much so that you go through that journey, that you now understand the subject, and you become the teacher to other people who still don't understand anything, who are still confused on a subject. So the divine is saying, as you are listening to this reading, we literally have gone from understanding, understanding, overstanding. When you're now explaining to someone who is now complaining to you, life is rubbish, life is this, I always meet the same type of lovers that always break my heart, poor me, I'm the victim, you're able to say, no, stop. And you are able to step into the shoes of the teacher and help someone through the journey, help someone crack the code. Okay? So this is the message that the divine wanted to give to you. As usual, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you've got this far in this reading, comment, I am the teacher, because the divine is asking you to fill those shoes and to start helping and assisting other people on their journey through their own understanding, understanding, and overstanding. Because now as we're watching this reading, we're really learning something. We're really turning the key. We're opening the doors for you to enter. You're not just here behind the veil and me doing the tarot readings. No, I am literally giving you the button so that you can go and assist and help other people, because you are an earth angel like that, right? So beloved, again, if you found value, I appreciate interaction. Give this video a thumbs up, share this video with other people, even if they're not Capricorns. They might just be needing to hear that information, that energy. And then I'm going to see you in my next reading, and it is a goodbye from me.